Hello everybody, welcome back to the weekly strategy session. I'm Kevin Fullington, Rick's Campaign Manager. I hope you're all doing well. Let me start by apologizing. We had promised last week during the convention to do daily updates, but we just got too caught up in the convention and didn't have the time. Although the night after Rick secured the Republican designation, we did film one, but some people thought it was a little too over the top, so we didn't end up broadcasting it. So when the campaign's over and we put out the DVDs, that'll be one of the lost episodes that'll be on there. So let's start today with introducing you to a staff member. Everybody say hello to Matthias Reynolds. This is our Director of New Media. Say hello, Matthias.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching.
That's it? That's all you got?
Keep retweeting, keep liking, keep visiting the website, keep donating.
Thank you, Matthias. Matthias Reynolds, everybody. So as we move from convention and doing battle within our own party, we turn to the general election, and that means our strategy now is about Andrew Cuomo. So obviously we're going to be focused on Rick's message and pushing his issues out and what he stands for, but we were starting to think about how we define Andrew Cuomo, and there's three things that we're going to repeatedly tell people about Andrew Cuomo that people know about him, but we're going to remind him. First is that for 3 decades he has been the heart of Albany. He was his father's campaign manager. He was one of his father's top lieutenants. He grew up in Albany. He was born of Albany. He's a political creature. He learned everything he knows about governance and political life from Albany. He is a political creature at nature, and people will not soon forget that. And it's particularly important in a year where people are sick of government and government overreach and what government has become, for people to know that that's who Andrew Cuomo is, always has been, and will be. Secondly, we're going to remind people about the last 4 years and what that has been in Albany. In 2006, 4 years ago, the Democratic ticket for governor was Alan Hevesy, scandal and resignation; Eliot Spitzer, scandal and resignation; David Paterson, scandal and maybe should have resigned; and then Andrew Cuomo. And in his 4 years in Albany, he has been silent on every major issue while Albany has burned. You haven't heard a word from him about things like Obamacare, or you haven't heard a word from him about things like trying terrorists at Ground Zero. And significantly, you haven't heard a word from Andrew Cuomo about the state budget and the mess that Albany is financially. You haven't heard him speak out about taxes or spending cuts or Medicaid or anything of the sort during his 4 years as Attorney General. And also, you haven't seen him do a thing on the scandal and embarrassment that is Albany. He has been virtually silent on that. When people have been starved for leadership, he has not done a thing. Lastly, we're going to remind people that Andrew Cuomo's career has been pledged to political expedience. He has been a political animal, and that's what he has always done. From his time in HUD, where he lit the fuse for the mortgage meltdown by supporting and encouraging and demanding subprime mortgages, to even up to this week when he was asked about his thoughts on David Paterson's proposal to make cuts as part of his budget extender to healthcare cuts. Andrew Cuomo's answer was that that proposal was intriguing. Now, that's just Albany doublespeak for, I don't want to answer your question. How about Andrew just either say, yes, I support it, or no, I don't, and explain to the people why? They want leadership at this time, not political gamesmanship and doublespeak, and that's what you've been delivering. And it continues with things like the Working Families Party. Andrew Cuomo is talking about putting straw men in to protect the line for this person or that, and maybe he'll take it at some point. Maybe he want more Albany political gamesmanship and doublespeak and deal cutting, because that's who Andrew Cuomo is, that's what he was born into, and that's what he's always been. And what that all sort of leads to is what we call the 3 a.m. call dilemma. And so we ask people, if Andrew Cuomo got the proverbial 3 a.m. call if he was governor, and it was about something really important, a decision he had to make that would affect you and your family and your children profoundly, do you think he is going to do what's in the best interest of you and your family? Or do you think he's going to do what's in the best interest of he, himself, and his accumulation of power? I think we all know the answer to that. While we know that Rick Lazio, his whole career, has done what he thought was right for the people and for those he represents, and that's what he will continue to do when he gets to Albany. And so we move on to this next phase of the campaign, and we look to, get this message out, get Rick's positive message out, and to raise money. And Andrew Cuomo, because he is this political animal, has been funded by special interests. He's gotten over $1 million from public employee unions, and he is the single largest recipient of a campaign donation from Albany lobbyists. So that's who he is, that's who he's funded by, that's where he gets his resources from, and we are going to be funded by the people seeking fundamental change. That's you. So we ask for your help. To fight this battle, we're going to need you to stand with us, both on the street and with your pocketbook. So please go to lazio.com and donate. We need all your help. Together, we will take back our government, we will return integrity to government, and we will cut spending, cut taxes, and grow jobs. Thanks.